do is adore you all of the time.
Hello everyone! Hi guys! Okay, I need to go to Publix real quick and look who I have here on my purse. Yes! Miss Elena! So she's gonna show me, it's gonna be a very quick trip. I just need just a couple things. But I wanted to bring her with me and put this part of the video together with when I answered the Q&A questions last night, and I'm gonna put it all together, and that's gonna go up today. So yeah, so guys, I hope you enjoy this video. I'm gonna try to put, you know, the tripod here on the shopping cart so you guys can see her while I shop. But like I said, it's gonna be very quick. But I don't know, I thought it would be fun to bring her with me. Okay, so enjoy, guys. Alright, you guys, so we're at Publix. So yep, let's get a shopping cart and I'll put this baby in there and just have some fun. Alrighty guys, I just needed a couple of things. And I think it's so weird having the camera here on the shopping cart.
Yes, adore you all of the time.
Alrighty guys, I'm back in my car and look at the blue sky. I mean, I live like 8 minutes away from here and it was super cloudy, so I brought my regular glasses. These ones. I didn't bring my sunglasses, I didn't think I wasn't gonna need them, even though I always bring them with me, even when it's cloudy. But it turned out that the sun came out, so yeah, I don't like the sun on my face. I'm used to wear sunglasses even when it's cloudy, but today for some reason I didn't bring them, so that's okay, whatever. And I have here Miss Elena right here. Hey baby! Sorry guys, I didn't film too much, but it's, you know, it's usually the same thing. Like I was saying on the video, I don't know if you heard, but I feel so intimidated, so embarrassed when I put my camera like on the shopping cart. And like I said, there's always, of course, there was always someone in every aisle, and I was scared that, you know, I was kind of struggling also to set it okay so you guys could see her. And I was scared that they were gonna ask me like, what are you doing? What, you know, we're not allowed to film, you know, someone from the store. I don't know guys, but all I got was, let me show you real quick. I told you it was gonna be a quick trip. I got some sushi. You can see it over there. Yummy, yummy. I wanted with cream cheese and salmon, but they didn't have any. So I got this one with like shrimp and avocado and stuff. And a nice beer that I'm gonna put on the fridge when I get home. And this is gonna be my Friday night treat. Yeah guys, so okay. So yeah, I still have to finish filming the Q&A part. Which I'm gonna probably put before I don't know if I'm gonna put it before the shopping trip or after, but I still do I still have to finish that because my camera stopped recording without me knowing. And the last question, when I was answering the last question, that didn't come out on the video. I don't know what happened really. I didn't realize, and the camera went off yesterday when I was filming that part. So I'm gonna do that when I get home, probably, if Lucas is not, you know, fussy. Okay, guys. So see you in a bit. Hey guys. Okay, it is Thursday night, and Lucas is taking a nap. So I decided to film this part of the video, of today's video, which this is gonna go live Friday, tomorrow. And I decided to film it today, you know, to like have less to film tomorrow, if that makes any sense. But yeah, since I have the time, I said why not. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change her. I'm gonna get her out of the sleeper. I love this sleeper, but I think she's been wearing slippers for kind of way too long now, so it's time to put her in an outfit. So I do have this onesie here. Look how cute, with the owl there, and these pants. I know it's not the same color, but I think they're gonna look pretty nice. And also I wanna answer the 4 questions that I got on that video that I asked you guys to ask me your questions, to do a Q&A. I was expecting to get one more question at least, but for some reason I didn't, but that's okay. So I think it's the right thing to do is to those people that decided to ask me a question, to take the time to answer them. Okay, so so let's see. So I'm gonna read the first one. Okay, so the first question was made by Holly's Heavenly Angels. I love her channel. That's a new channel that I discovered not too long ago, thanks to Inez from Don't Worry Reborn Collective. Okay, yeah, she gave her a shout out and I started following her, and it's funny because she does have a penny sculpt, and that's the penny sculpt that I had on my watch list on eBay. And I wasn't sure what to do, and you know guys, then I was gonna adopt one from another mom in the community, but she decided to not do it. She couldn't let her go. So yeah, so that was a big mess. But yeah, she does have that baby. So when I found her channel, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe she had that penny that I like so much. So yeah, so I love watching her videos, and now she got a Macy sculpt. Beautiful, beautiful baby. So okay, so Holly, so let's see, what is your question? What is your absolute favorite sculpt? Oh my gosh, that's a really hard one because there's so many beautiful sculpts out there. I'm gonna tell you, let's see, if I'm gonna, it's also hard to just choose one, that I'm gonna give you like a little bit like a longer answer. But if I have to say what is my ultimate favorite sculpt from, like, say before I became a mom, like before I took that break from collecting and from being in the community and stuff, like when I started collecting and I did have that sculpt, in fact, and it was one of the babies that I had to sell. I sold my whole collection when I found out I was pregnant. Is the Coco Malu by Elisa Marks, I believe. That was and still is one of my favorite sculpts. I love happy babies, and that sculpt is just beautiful because it's like happy and like, I don't know, like a mischievous face. I don't know, it's just beautiful. And from like the newer kids, let's see, that's so hard, guys. So hard. Well, one of my favorites right now is the Phoenix. So that would be my Harlow. I love that kid. It's also a happy baby again, as you can tell. I like happy babies. And she's beautiful. I think she's beautiful. And it's one of my favorite sculpts right now. So, but again, it's very hard to choose just one because there's too many out there. Too many. Let's see, because I think she asked some other question apart from that. Okay, if you could have any sculpt ever made for a reborn, okay, what would it be? Okay, well, if you could have any sculpt ever made for a reborn. Talk about some sculpt that I don't have. gosh, that's such a hard question, Holly. Because there's so many beautiful kids out there. I mentioned Phoenix, and Phoenix I have it, so I don't know what other one could be. From the ones I don't have, I don't know. But I really, I think I told you guys that I wasn't interested in the Penny Kid anymore because of all the hassle that I went through, and I ended up not getting it, not being able to get it. Well, I still think I love that sculpt. Yeah, I mean, I think I said that because I was so upset, that just didn't work out. That I said like, oh, like I don't think I want it anymore or whatever. But I think I was lying. I was trying to lie to myself. So I'm gonna say the Penny's Cult is one of my ultimate favorites right now. But again, it's very, very hard to answer, guys. Okay, then the next question I got was from my wee reborn's Credo. Hey Brenda, hope you're watching. And it says, how do you like the painted hair versus the rooted hair? Well, just like you said, they both have pros and cons. Right now, as of right now, I'm really enjoying rooted hair. Because I think it's more realistic. Now, I'm talking about rooted hair when it's done correctly, okay? One thing that really gets me is when I get a baby, and it's had happened before, unfortunately. And it looks cute, it looks alright, whatever. But they shed hair from the day they came home. Like when you get a new baby, and you're like, changing them or combing their hair. And actually, that's one of the first things I do. I ask the artist when I go on eBay and I look at reborns. I always contact the artist and I ask them, hey, does she shed? Like, do you seal the hair from the inside? And they all say yes. But it had happened to me that I've gotten babies that they told me they seal the hair from the inside, but they shed hair from day one, and that's a pretty big turn off. So I love rooted hair. I think I prefer rooted hair right now, but if it's well done, if it's not gonna shed, and if it's well done. Like hers, for example, doesn't shed at all. I think she's beautiful. She's beautiful, and she doesn't shed at all. So now it's true that the pros about the painted hair is that it's easy to take care of because you don't have to do anything. So that's a good thing. So like you said, there's pros and cons for each of them. Rooted hair, if it's well done, is more realistic, and that's great. You can style it. Maybe if they have a little bit longer hair, you can do pigtails or something on it, which I think it looks really cute. But you have to take care of it more. Yeah, and then the painted hair is easier to take care of, but it's not as realistic. So let's see. If you had to choose, which would you pick? Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Right now, like I said, rooted hair. Rooted hair is my favorite right now. Then someone else, Julie, asked, what do you like best about your home country, and what do you like best about being in the US? Okay, guys, so I want to answer that last question that I thought I was filming, but it turned out that I wasn't. So yeah, so I'm gonna answer that last question that I got from you guys, and the question was, I think it was Shuli, that was her username, and she asked me, what do I like better in my country, like best, and what do I think is best in the US, or what do I like better in the US? So my answer to that was, let's see, So one thing that, let's say, I miss about my country, I miss a few things. I mean, but and this one is probably very common for people that live abroad, and that's the food. Don't get me wrong, guys. There's delicious food here in the U.S., but there's just something about Argentinian food, so, like especially certain things like steak, for example, that it tastes like amazing. If you haven't tried Argentinian steak, I highly suggest that you do it if you're not a vegetarian, of course. But yeah, it's really, really good. So I do miss that. And then something else that I mentioned is I do think the meaning of friendship in my country is different somehow, sometimes, than here in the US. Don't get me wrong, again, I do have very good American friends that I know I can count on them, but I can count them like with my fingers here and there. But like it's different. I don't know, guys. It's hard to explain to you. I do miss, for example, like people in Argentina like to get together. It's like any excuse is a good excuse to get together to eat or to have a drink or to just have fun and chat and catch up and all that. Of course, when you get older, when you have kids and stuff like that, I don't think people there get together as often. Like I'm talking about more like when I was in college, for example. It's just different, guys. It's really hard to explain. If you have ever lived in a Latin American country, maybe you understand a little bit better what I'm trying to get at. It's just different. It's different. I feel it's easier to make friends there that they're going to be with you in the good and the bad, through thick and thin. You know what I mean? Somehow it's easier. Hey, there's bad people everywhere and there's good people everywhere. So, but with that being said, that's how I feel. And like I said, I'm not saying that I haven't made really good friends here in the US, all the years living here, but somehow it's harder, I think, I feel it's way easier to meet people here, to just go out, have fun. And I'm not, of course, now that I have a baby, a real baby, that's really not my thing anymore. I mean, I don't have time, and I'm, I had fun when it was time, when I was younger, and I'm 34 now, so I'm like into a different kind of thing now. I mean, I like more to stay home, watch a movie, just eat something yummy at home, or go out to eat with my husband. I really, really, really like that, but I'm not into going clubbing. Like, I wouldn't think about going to a club really right now. I mean, it's like it's over. I had my fun when it was time, and I had a blast, but I think I'm done with that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so that's what I think. And then she asked me, like, what I like better here, for example, and I mentioned that what I like about here is that I do feel safer. And of course, I'm not going to talk about when it comes to like terrorist attack. Actually, it's the other way. Like, we don't have terrorist attack in Argentina, thankfully. But here and in other, developed countries and stuff, it's becoming pretty common, even more and more and more and more all the time. It is pretty scary. So, but when it comes to, being scared of getting out of your car and getting robbed or something like that, or walking on the street and get robbed, that's what I'm talking about. I know there's crime in this country, just like everywhere else in the world, but I do feel there's less of that, and I feel safer. So that's one thing that when I go home, I have to be careful, especially now when I go with my son, and he just woke up, so I have to go, guys. But yeah, that's one thing I like better here. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, like, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!